Hello?
Hello.
Is that Jess?
It is.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. Whereabouts are you calling from?
From Melbourne.
Melbourne! How's it nice and cold for you down there?
Absolutely freezing and raining.
Well, that's Victoria at its best.
Absolutely. Pretty much.
Nah, that's all right. So, are you excited for a book from the box?
Oh, I'm so nervous.
You're nervous? Why are you nervous?
Oh, so nervous.
All right, so what I'm just going to do now, Jess, is I'm just going to take a quick second. I'm going to write your message in your book. Now I've got you on the line, I can connect with your energy. I'm going to write your message down. After that, then I'll quickly show it up on camera, but I'll read it for you. Because obviously us talking on the phone is live and quicker. There's a bit of a lag on the video, so you will see.
Yes, I just noticed that.
Yeah, okay. So the whole point is I'll keep working with the energy with you via the phone. So you will be able to see your message like a few seconds or, like 10 seconds after the fact. But I'll spell it out to you and explain everything on the phone. So the best thing to do is just focus more on the phone, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm just going to get focused and have a look at this message for you as well. All right, I like this one. This one's kind of cool. So I'm just going to hold it up. I'm just going to give it a second. I'm really sorry I can't even see what that looks like on the screen. You may be able to see that or not, but that's what it's saying. But okay, but realistically what it's saying here is, to Jess, shine your light bright and be inspiration for others.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is really telling me, because I feel like you're on the cusp and you're really kind of questioning your next move in life. Okay?
Yes.
There's big things around job, work, career, and this may also involve a bit of study, whether you're just deciding to upskill, level up, all that kind of stuff. And you really are kind of edgy and nervous about it.
Yeah.
Okay? But what I keep getting here is, it's like, I want to say to you, the big message coming is go big. Play, that whole saying, play big or stay at home?
Yeah.
This is what's coming to me. And I really feel like there's also a lovely gentleman in spirit that's coming through to really hammer this home. And he's kind of like showing his support behind you, going, you've got to, he's almost like, you've got this, you've got this, you've got this. And he just really wants to hammer home the fact that you've got to step up. Now, the other thing too is I keep getting an aspect here around young children, or possibly like early childhood education. Have you done anything with kids, or you've got kids around you at the moment?
Yes, I've got a 10-year-old son, but before he was born, I worked in childcare.
Okay, so that's where that's coming in. Now, the other thing too is, because you've worked in that before, I sense that you're kind of like, oh, what do I do? Or kind of, do I go back into that field, or do I do something that's an extension of that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, that's good thinking. I don't mind that, but I keep getting here, no, you can offer so much more. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And in a really good way. And I just feel like I'd encourage you to sit with yourself a little bit, to really kind of go, what's going to make you happy? Where do you want to go? What you want to do? Don't settle for second best. And I want to say to you in this instance, don't waste time by playing it safe.
Yeah.
Now, I'm almost in this space. I'm looking at it's like, especially for myself, like I'm quite, blessed, and I'm very grateful that, I've really harnessed and had, an early connection with spirit. And through that, I've been able to help, heal, and guide people. And I really get a kick out of helping people and really find themselves and guide them, right? Now, with that, I get a sense of that for you as well. not so much the spiritual side, but just really wanting to help people and help show them the way, or help, really brighten their day, and open their eyes to new things.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you kind of look at maybe going down that path, or doing something where you can inspire people and you really help people, that's where you're going to find really good, like, happiness. You're going to find good energetic flow and move with it.
Yeah. Cool.
So something to think about. Now, very, very quickly, like I said, I've got a gentleman here in spirit. I just want to work with him very briefly. I just need, as I'm connecting with him, I do want to place him a little bit older. I want to place him maybe late 60s, early 70s. But what I keep getting here is I get a very strong, very simple, strong male J name, either like Jack or John, comes through very strongly. Do you understand this?
Oh, no, but my mum might.
Okay, she might, because sometimes there's people who you don't who have passed before you're born come through, but there's very strong thing here. Now, as I'm also kind of connecting him, I just want to let you know that he makes me aware. He really wants to make his presence known to you, because I feel like he's a big support for you. I feel like he's around you on a constant, so I wouldn't be surprised. Even though he's a loved one, I feel like he'd be a guide for you.
Yeah.
But the other thing too is with him, there's something about his nose. He's actually, forgive me for describing, but I describe him the way I describe. He's got a little bit of a bulbous nose. Okay, but I also see him in a nice kind of collared shirt, but I do get issues around his lungs. There's an emphysema or possibly even lung cancer, but I feel like there is a cancer issue that has also spread throughout his body. That's what ended up causing him to pass. But he's very... So is that ringing any bells for you at the moment?
Not at the moment.
That's okay. You might just have to do some family digging, but he's coming through. But he's a very bright personality. He's very strong. He's very smart in the head, and that's why I feel like he's coming through to help you.
Well, my mum's standing here next to me.
Oh, good.
And she said that her father just passed away in February, but didn't have anything to do with anyone. Like, I've never met him before.
Mm-hmm.
Mum's got nothing to do with him at all.
Okay.
His name is Jimmy.
His name was Jimmy?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Oh, Mum, aren't you glad you're in the room? See, we have no idea where Book in the Box is going to go from, all right? Okay. Now, this makes more sense because, like I said, I feel like he's very strong around you, Jess, because you didn't have a lot to do. You didn't really know him, right? So it's almost like my grandfather, because he passed before I was born, but he's constantly around me, okay? Now, so that's kind of tend to how it works, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But the whole point is he's coming through. Now, I just need... Is your mum's there, yes?
Yeah.
Do we understand the issue around the lungs and about the breathing, but also because I do have cancer, I've got other things going on here. There's quite a lot going on. Do we understand this?
Yes. Yep.
Yes? Okay, cool. I'm just confirming it. Now, the other thing too is, yes, you mentioned the February, but he also wants to acknowledge here the month of July. There's got to be a birthday anniversary or passing in the month of July, but I also want to make a stronger connection to the date of the 17th or around this. So whether it's 16th, 17th or 18th, they're in that space.
We've never had much to do with him. I don't know anything about his birthday or anything.
Okay, it may not be about him, but it may be about you. When you think of the month of July, what's the first thing that comes to you?
What date was it?
I want to have a look at July, but there's also something about the 17th.
No, I don't know. No, not at all.
Okay, put that one in the piggy bank. There's going to be something there, but I don't need to stress about it too much. But the whole thing is, there's going to be, if you've recently passed, he's recently passed, but he's jumping in to kind of assist with this, and he's kind of coming through. Now, even though we didn't have much to do with him, that doesn't, when they get to the other side, they work through all their earthly problems, and they start to see how they can help or assist from the other side.
Okay.
And quite often, when they do this is their way of kind of not like, it's a little bit of trying to make it up. Sometimes it's a little bit of, but they want to do it purely because they want to, not because they have to.
Yeah.
Now, there's also, again, it's going to be hard because, like you said, didn't have much to do with him, but I have my pen and I want to put it in my top pocket. But there's something about having the pen, I feel like it's going to be something about pens, or we've got the pens left over, or we're finding pens. He keeps talking about the pens.
No.
Yes.
I don't know anything. I'm 54. I'm Jess's mum. I'm 54. 24, and I think the last time I saw him, I might have been 8.
Yeah. Okay. I know this is hard and it's a tricky one, but he's making himself known, right? Out of all things, out of all people, first couple of the rank, here we are, and he's making his way through. He's making his way for a reason, but I feel like he's trying to make himself known to you. Now, even though you might not have nothing to do with him, and to be honest, like whatever the family politics are, I'm not even getting into that. But the whole point is he wants to make himself known, and he wants to ask for permission to be around to assist you now that he's on the other side. That's completely up to you. But the whole thing is there's also a sign or a symbol here with pens. To me, I feel like you're going to end up finding pens, or you're going to be given lots of pens. I just keep getting pens, 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 pens. So there's something here to do with pens. Now, you might have started collecting pens or finding pens since February. I don't know, but there's something here about pens. So there's this me. It doesn't always connect the way that we logically think. Things happen differently once they're passed, but there's a big connection to that. Now, the pen is always, that's interesting too, because now I'm hearing the pen is mightier than the sword. So the whole thing is it can be very powerful. But I also think this comes back to you, Jess, about needing to write or needing to be creative and expressive. So allowing this part of yourself to grow more and more. Okay, so you need to get into your writing, you need to get into your creative space, because I see either little poems here, or maybe you're thinking about writing little lyrics for songs, even though you might not be musical, but I get good, nice words coming from you.
That's
So,
always a good thing.
I'm glad you think so, right? So the whole thing, but yeah. So, but what's just interesting is just keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for pens. Let the words flow. But I feel like he's going to be supporting you there. But that's what you need to be. But remember, don't sell yourself short. And the big message here is, play big or stay at home.
Amazing, thank you.
Okay, no problem. So keep an eye out for it. The book will be on its way tomorrow. So probably arrive next week. When you do it, take a happy snap. Let us know you got it. Let us know and when you've received it. Okay.
Amazing, thank you.
That's all right, and that's mean. Don't be surprised if things around your granddad and of course your mum's dad start to come up because of his passing. He's letting himself known, so this is going to come to the fore more and more. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. I'll leave you with that.
Cool, thank you.
Okay. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.